Really Simple Jill Challenge, Phagnum Consultants. You are here, guys, and I apologize for being late by a couple minutes here. And so we're ready to get going on your second Jill Challenge live chat. So this is really fun, and as you can see, we are in the lobby, and for those who have never been here before, we are in the lobby of Tastefully Simple. We said we have trees in the background because we are all in the holiday spirit, I'm sure. So I know you're all busy, and I appreciate your being on this call because you're working your business and you have your personal life as well where you're getting ready for Christmas. I hope you're in the spirit of Christmas because you guys, I am so proud of you, and you are so on fire with what you're doing in your businesses. And I hope, even if you don't think you're tracking the challenge, I'm really glad you're on this Justin TV event because I want us to all work together, get fired up, because you have been amazing and being on the Your Strong Core Facebook page, loving it. So what's going to happen tonight is, if you haven't been on this before, you're on Justin TV, and I think, Jason, it's over on the right-hand side. You can go in and type a question, or if you have a comment or anything like that, go ahead and let us know, because I'll check into those at about 10, 15 minutes and see if there's any questions that you might have that I can or cannot answer, and I can delegate that to somebody who can. So here's what's going to happen, you guys. Well, first of all, I want to go back a little bit because we've had some fabulous fly-ins in October and November. So I had an opportunity to meet many of you during those fly-ins because I was in 8 cities in 7 states: Iowa, go Iowa, Indiana, Pennsylvania, New York, Maryland, in 2 cities in Maryland, North Carolina, and South Carolina. And it was absolutely a rush. I had much fun hanging out with you. So you were out there shining, and I got to put a face to the name. And so speaking of shining, I want to just call out a few of you who are just going crazy. And some of you might be saying, we sometimes debate about, should we really call out the top sales achievers and the top sponsors? Because sometimes it makes the rest of us feel like crap. We might think that we're not performing like we could and should. But here's why I like to share the top performers. It's because it gives us hope that we can say, wow, if they're doing it, I can do it too. And so I want to share with you what's happening for some of the top consistency sales people for the last 3 months. So August 15th through November, actually it's through the 25th of November. So it's very recent information and statistics. So these are the people who sold a minimum of the $2,000 each month. And I'm telling you, it's been a minimum. It is so amazing. First off, we have Jennifer Braley, $24,500. Way to go, Jennifer. Bobby Melcher, I think is how you pronounce that, Bobby, $25,300. Tammy Sacco, $25,500. Tori Deaning, $25,711. I'm putting in the 11 here because Kim Denny, you guys are almost neck and neck. Good friendly competition, I'm sure. Kim has had $25,716 in sales. So you guys are rocking. Jennifer Kinnear, $26,700. Kim Ponte, we have $27,000. Goldie Matthew, $28,700. You guys, this is in the last 3 months. And then we have Marlene Houch. Congratulations, Marlene. You just got married on Saturday. So I hope you're honeymooning and tuning into Justin TV. You did $29,000 as you're getting ready for a wedding. Way to go. And drum roll, please. Number 1. Drum roll. Jesse Pito, $31,100 in 3 months. These people are averaging from this group $8,100 per month to $10,367 a month. That is amazing to me. Amazing. So it really gives us that, what are they doing right, huh? Because it's working for them. So congratulations. We have our top cumulative sales. And this was put in place for some of you who may not have hit that $2,000 a month. And so we thought, well, what could we do to put that, it was me sitting on the computer in my pajamas on a Sunday. But I said, what if we put it out there for you to have $8,000 cumulatively from August 15th through December 15th? Here are the top achievers in that group, and that is, again, through November 25th. Number 10 is Teresa Rogers with $11,200, and these are all so close. $11,200, Teresa, congratulations. We have Sharon Schoenmaker, $11,300. We have Karen Paternini, which is $11,500. And Alicia Samansky, Alicia I think it is, Alicia Samansky is 15,000, let's just round, I'm sorry, 11,000, 11,599. I think we'll call it 11,600. And then we have Jessica Anderson, who's $11,678. Wendy Bars, $12,000. Barbara Osilka? Osilka? Tressa's saying Osilka, 20,000, I'm sorry, 12,000, round up, $12,100. We have Cheryl Huner, $12,700. Way to go, Cheryl. And Nancy Hinchberger, also $13,400. These are people who have been with us a lot of years here. Nancy Hinchberger at $13,400. And drum roll, please, for the top cumulative salesperson. We have Monica Starkey, $15,600. Now that's the $8,000 cumulatively from August 15th through November 25th. Congratulations, you guys are amazing. And it's so fun because Christmas, you know, it's just slightly less than 4 weeks away. So obviously, you guys, I'm seeing and reading so many great emails and seeing on Facebook rather about all of you that are still out there doing parties in December, and those of you who are saying, oh, can I still make this? And so I want you to know it's okay to get on the phone, call your clients. It's okay to leave a voicemail and just say, hey, what do you need for those hard-to-buy-for people? What is it I can do for you? And serve them and help them because they are still looking for those last-minute gifts, you guys. And so, matter of fact, we have a little dusting of snow in Minnesota. I don't know about you, depending where you live. But it kind of gets people in the spirit and the mood. And as you know, Black Friday, they got crazy. Now they're going home getting really serious about their gift lists. So if you don't have a party, as soon as we get off the phone tonight, make an hour's worth of phone calls, or 15 minutes, a freaking 15 minutes as we call it. So help those clients out, leave a voicemail. It's okay to do that. And point them to Taste Simple Online and to your consultant number and name, and let them do the rest. Because you guys, there's so many possibilities yet, and a lot of times it's easy to just roll over and say, I think I can do that extra $3,000 in sales in the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks. 3 probably the 15th. You can. If one party, that $2,000 party was in the first week of December, and so people they're to really gear up for that. So I still believe you can do it, and so you go for it. And I want to just share a couple things here. Mary Jo Trask is absolutely on fire. She said, someone on this site on Facebook posted the other day that she was calling doctors' offices and other places to offer business gifts. I got sparked by that idea and called 2 banks yesterday and got 2 appointments. Thanks so much for sharing. I'll be on the phone again on Monday. And so Mary Jo, you're out there and you're looking for, you know, different answers of how to go about getting that business. And it's about stretching ourselves out of that comfort zone, right? So I also want to share Sandy Schultz. She said this. She said, I'm going to double the business doing only $10,000 a year. When Jill shared the challenge of $8,000, I thought, no way could I do this. My whole year of sales, but I thought, I'll give it a try. My sales are at $6,900, and I still have 3 parties to go this week and 7 parties that are still closing. I am confident that I will hit my number this weekend. I cannot believe I challenge and hit the mark. And I'm telling you, Sandy, emotions, and our emotions control our actions. And so it's what are we feeding our minds and what are we telling ourselves we can do or we can't do. Because either way, we're going to be right, as Mary Kay Ash once said. So I want to talk, so that's in the same, I know some of you are sitting out there, what about sponsoring? Because many of you went for the 3rd Jill Challenge, which is about promotions and sponsoring. And so here's what's happening on the sponsoring front. From August 15th through November 25th, there's a 3-way tie for the top sponsors who have had 7 new activated consultants. First, Kara Hayden. Congratulations, Kara. And the Haydens seem to be, actually the H's seem to be popular here. We have Sue Hayden with 7 new activated consultants. And then we have Natalie Harvey. So congratulations to you. You're rocking and rolling. So that was 7 new activated consultants, a 3-way tie. Now, 11 of you have 6 new activated consultants. Lori Olson, Leanne Maddox, Kim Denny, Kalai Woods, Gracia Bobbitt, Jennifer Glidden, Jennifer Braley, Beth Mott, Crystal Hubbard, Deidre Moon, the rock star, in case you don't know, and Corey Dahlkamp. And so give it up, guys, for those top sponsors. We have the audience back here. Thank you, and congratulations to the 11 of you who have 6 new activated consultants. So I'm very curious to see who it is where I'm going to go visit next year as we have promotions. And so I know it's getting those promotions along the way too. So keep knocking them alive and staying focused on that, because I know you can do it. So you probably heard several of the same names for the people who are doing parties and selling, and that they're the ones that are sponsoring. And so the more you get out there in front of people, of course, the more you're going to sponsor. And you could just ask Deborah Coffey from Virginia about this. Here's what Deborah said. I am just overwhelmed with excitement. I'm a little less than $2,000 short of reaching the $8,000. Now this was, I'm not sure when these were pulled off, Tressa, within the last couple of weeks. So you may have already hit this. I don't recall, Deborah. But in checking my schedule, I just noticed that I have 7 parties and 1 event from November 30th through December 9th. That's right, 7 parties and 1 event. Come in. Somebody's ringing. Anyway, she says, this business is taking off. The first quarter of the year, I set $7,000 as my goal for the quarter. That was back in January. She said, I didn't know really what to expect with this being my first year. So, Deborah, you were with us this is your first year. It's so cool. She said, but I've changed it, the goal, but I've never changed the goal as I've continued to work toward it. For the final quarter of the year, I just might hit it. Exciting times. Then she goes on to say, bingo, bingo, bingo. My 3rd consultant signed today and has a party next Wednesday to activate. I'm so excited I can't stand it. Thanks, everyone, for cheering me on. A quote from the movie, Fools Rush In. She said, in the movie they said, you are everything I never knew I always wanted. So clearly an example, again, of how you're cheering each other on in this process, and that is so heartwarming to see and witness as well. Karen Hicks Taylor, here's what she said about how she's sponsoring and how she looks at her business. Love this too. She said, this past week in my Leader Bound Boot Camp, I challenged my consultants to add as many parties as they could to their calendar for the next 3 months. Great thinking, right? I wanted to get them thinking ahead to get January filled so they don't end up in a slump. Planning ahead gets you ahead. So here's what I posted when I saw her post, meaning the person on her team, that she had added only 1 new party. Here's what Karen said to that team member. She said, that's 1 more that you didn't have before. That 1 party could change your business. Remember, it's not just 1, it's 1. Let me tell you about 1 that made a huge difference in my life. 1 party led to a total of 4 consultants joining my team, and I'm still sponsoring from that 1. That 1 has led to over 45 parties booked, 1 of those being my first $1,000 party. I completed 50 parties this past year, but made it by just 1. Just imagine where 1 extra party can take you. Remember, it's not quantity, it's quality. Someone can have 3 $250 parties and pat themselves on the back, but 1 with the right host coaching, time and attention can produce $1,000 plus. That is so true. I mean, all of us know about parties where we've had maybe 3 people sitting there in our guests, and you're kind of going, really? Is this worth my time and my energy? And I am so totally with Karen, because it is, and you just never know what's going to come from that. And we just do our best. We give our best presentation. We focus. We're present. And you can see the results from Karen. So way to go, Karen. That was a great advice. So what I'd like to do right now, what time do we have? It's about 10:02, roughly. So are there any questions, comments, anything anybody's asking about? Okay. Is anybody there?
Yes.
There's people there. Good.
One person did say that she needs to get people activated.
Oh, she still needs to get people activated? Yeah. And, let me just add to that because that came up, I think, from Donna McAdams. She was saying she was still needing to even sponsor. And then she said if she does sponsor and people are interested, they don't necessarily want to activate, right, by the end of the year. And so people were giving some tips and hints on that. And someone on Facebook was saying, talk to people about, and I hate to talk to discounts, and getting people to sign on for their personal discount, but like someone said, they said, hey, if you have somebody sign on right now, they can get 30% off on their gifts too. And so if 30% off, if they spent, $400 worth of gifts, they could probably still hit their minimum. The other thing we were talking about is the importance of talking to everybody and anybody. Also, they were talking about to get somebody activated. If people get going right now and you can say, hey, really get your activation in right now and get signed up, get on the docket so you're ready to rock and roll for January 1st to achieve your goal and your dreams, and you can move forward that way. And I thought there was just some really good feedback on that. So if you go to, again, YourStrongCore Facebook, not .com, go to YourStrongCore Facebook. There might be some other ideas out there. I haven't looked yet today to see what's out there. So if anybody has suggestions for that to help people get their team activated, please go in and post and help them out. Because I know that you all live the law of abundancy. So anything else? Tressa.
There's been a couple people asking if activation date could change.
Oh, can we change the activation date? Highly unlikely. So, because we really want to stay true to the process here. But it's worth asking, right? I mean, if you don't ask, you don't find out. And so I applaud you for asking. Anything else? Okay. So you guys, I know we got going just a little bit late, but I also know you're very busy, and I know you want to get on the phone and get sales rocking and rolling if you still want to hit that $8,000 by the 15th of December. So just a couple quick reminders here. You can still register for Leadership San Diego Bay, and Leadership is January 10th through the 13th, and I'm telling you, you're going to want to be there because there's some fun things that we're going to be sharing with you and talking about. And it's not just about the leadership compensation plan. It's also about some of the other programs that I won't get into, but you want to be there. And then we also have TSOTs, Taste of Simple on Tour, to register for those on MyHQ, I believe. And we're in 14 cities over 2 weekends starting February 1st and 2nd, and then February 7th and 8th. So check out MyHQ for those locations. Get registered now. And because those things that we're going to be sharing at Leadership Conference will also, of course, be unveiling to those of you who are not leaders. You just get a little bit of the inside track as a leader and maybe a little more in-depth information at Leadership San Diego Bay. So I look forward to seeing you in the Sunshine State. So you guys, in closing, because again, I want to make sure that I'm keeping you, we wanted to overpromise and underdeliver. Am I still on camera, Jason? Yep. Should I move this way more? Okay, let me put this down. Because I want to read to you an excerpt, just a quick excerpt from John Maxwell's book called The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. Highly recommend this book. I love anything John Maxwell puts out, but this has been really enlightening for me. And it's called, chapter 10 is called The Law of the Rubber Band. And the definition of the law of the rubber band is growth stops when you lose the tension between where you are and where you could be. Growth stops when you lose the tension between where you are and where you could be. And here's what he said. He said, as I prepared to write this chapter, I was reminded of all the professional stretching I've had to do over the course of my career. One of my favorite quotes, which I collected as a teenager, says, God's gift to us, potential. Our gift to God, developing it. How do we do that? By getting out of our comfort zone, by continually stretching, not only physically, but also mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Life begins at the end of our comfort zone. We go there by stretching and stretching that rubber band. And so we all are given that potential. I thought this was so awesome because we all have potential, but then it's up to us to develop it. And the way that we do develop that is by putting ourselves out of that comfort zone. And I know that those of you who are successful and those of you who want success are willing to stretch yourself and be that rubber band and stretch yourself out of that comfort zone. And that is what just gets me so excited about all of you and just always gives me angel bumps, because you are out there doing that and developing yourself and reaching your full potential in that process. And so you guys, I just encourage you to keep those beautiful sparks jumping and sharing that and paying it forward to so many across this fabulous nation. As you're looking forward to the holidays, keep those sparks jumping, and I wish you the very, very best in your business and in your life. Okay, guys, I love you to the moon. For Wagnum. Bye.